What's up, Revere fam? It's Rosareg back at you again. And first of all, I'd like to say to y'all, Happy New Year. Even though personally, I don't know, I don't really look forward to this New Year, but Happy New Year anyways to all you guys. Today I thought maybe I could make a video about my camera collection. Now, my camera collection, honestly, it's not really anything fancy. It's just like, you know, old cameras that I have, although I do have a couple of good ones. So, first, I like to start off with the Super 8 camera. As you can see, it's a huge camera, and the reason why it's big is you have to load in a cartridge to use this camera, and you put like a pack of Super 8 film in here. It comes in like 50-foot rolls. Use this thing. Let's see if this runs. Oh my gosh, it does run. So, yeah, there's actually a feature here where you can make it run or not, like that. And this is what you use to make the film move, basically. There's also a viewfinder. You can zoom the lens manually, or I don't know. Actually, you know what? This is the focus ring. This is the lens they use to zoom. Although there's also a feature where you can do that as well. Just press these two buttons. Yeah, this was a really nice camera, and apparently, whenever I make a video about this camera, it has for some reason it has gotten me a lot of views. Usually, although it's not that much, it's actually more than what I have on my channel. Like this, when I make a video about this camera, like 2 times. First was the battery hack video, and second was a review video of this camera, and both of those videos have basically blown off the charts, like with regard to how many views I get on my YouTube channel, which is not that a lot. So the last time I made a video about this was I believe it was back in May, I believe, and that video has like, I think, less than 5,000 views now. So thank y'all to everyone who tuned into that video, and thank you to all who tuned into that Super 8 light meter battery hack video. Gosh, that was like from 2019. Next up, we have the Canon Rebel T6. Now, this is the kind of camera that I use to take fancy, nice pictures with. And as you can see, it's a DSLR camera. You can take off the lens, switch it with a bigger, longer looking lens, that kind of stuff. Here's a lens cap, and there's a switch on the top, like every other camera has. And whenever I have to use this camera in video mode, I have to manually focus because I couldn't really find a way to autofocus this. So I have to manually focus the thing. However, when I'm taking pictures, on the other hand, it automatically focuses. Whatever, of course, when I do that automatically focus feature. Yeah, there's like a manual feature on this camera that I often use, where I can like adjust the shutter speed, I can adjust the aperture, the ISO number, all that fancy stuff, the white balance. I mean, it's a nice camera. Usually I use a manual setting, but there's also like other settings here as well. I just don't really use them a lot. Most of the time I usually use manual and a video feature for this thing. So yeah, this is basically the camera that I use to take pictures with, and sometimes video. Oh yeah, there's also the back of it. For some reason the rubber thing over here disappeared, so you know, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as I have like the camera functioning, it's fine with me. Next up, I have a Kodak EasyShare Z712 IS camera. Now, this is the camera that my family used to use back in the day. I remember my family bought this for like $50, but now it's not really, to me, it's not really a useful camera anymore, because first of all, like the rubber parts have become very sticky to the touch. Like who do you even want to even touch that stuff? It's a 7.1 megapixel camera. Unfortunately, this is not a DSLR, so yeah, I'm gonna have to find a battery source or a power source for this because it's not really working anymore as it used to. And again, for some reason, the rubber on the back is gone. Now we get to a little bit of a better stuff. This here in my hand is a 8mm Revere movie camera, and what's really unique about it is there's like settings on this one side of the camera, and here's the lens. It's a little lens. It's a manually operated camera. You have to like manually change the speed here. This one's showing 16 frames per second. There's also like a counter where it measures how much feet you have left in the camera. You have to wind it up because that's what people used to do back in the day. I actually have a video about this camera, so if you want to watch it, there's a link in the description below, or you can go ahead and look at my YouTube channel and search for it manually. So yeah, this is a Revere model. This is a Revere 8 movie camera, model 88 to be exact. So this is a Revere model 88 movie camera with a viewfinder and a lens and all that good stuff, manually operated. Next, I have another 8mm movie camera. This one also made by Revere, but it's a model 186. And unfortunately, this one doesn't work because there's a couple of problems. For once, I can't even move this thing, and number two, this camera over here appears to be broken. So unfortunately, I can only use this as like some sort of prop. There's also like a wind-up thing here. We can use this. Oh yeah, there's also like stop motion as well. So if you want to make like animated movies or like Lego animations, you can also use this, but only if this was working. There's actually a feature where it can continuously run, and there's one side of it. I'll actually show you the inside of this camera. That's what the inside looks like. I didn't open the inside of the other camera because there was film in it, even though it was already exposed. So yeah, I happen to have this Kodak EasyShare CX7330 camera. I can actually power this with a AA battery, actually maybe two, but I mean this is like one of those early digital cameras. And I don't really use this a lot. I actually bought this from a yard sale a long time ago, but when I tried to watch the videos, there was no sound for some reason. Last but not least, I have a Zeiss Ikon Contina 1 film 35mm film camera. This is like from like the 1950s, and this isn't really like a DSLR camera. I wish it was, so you can actually see what was inside. There's only like a viewfinder camera. It has a viewfinder. I think this camera was like an everyday camera that people would usually use. So this camera actually has like aperture. There's also like shutter speed as well. There's also like an ISO feature. You have to like press into this to like make adjustments. There's like a little thing here. There's also like a feature where you can actually zoom the camera, but I don't know how that really works. And like experts will know. There's also like, yeah, showing you the bottom. I think this is what you use to rewind the 35mm film camera once it runs out. And there's also like a screw where you can fit into a tripod. Like pretty much every other camera I've shown in this video so far. So yeah guys, this is a Zeiss Ikon Contina 1 camera. And this was made in Germany in the 50s. Pretty neat film camera, I guess. That's all the cameras that I have in my collection. If you like this video, please leave a like, a comment down below, and subscribe to Razor Egg if you want to. I got faith in you because it's a razor love.